Roxy, and this one is another episode of my series USA versus Italy. In this series I just talk about differences between these two countries, and today I'm gonna talk about a topic that is very interesting. And the topic is donations and stuff like that. So, when I was in Italy, I was a fan of the TV show Extreme Makeover Home Edition, and sometimes one of the families had just lost their house because of fire, flooding, hurricanes and stuff like that. And I remember watching these episodes and the neighborhood would collect money to help this person. And I remember at the time I would think, I wonder if this stuff exists in Italy, because in my experience I've never witnessed anything like that. I'm not saying that nobody does it, I'm just saying that in my experience I've never seen it. So I was like, I wonder if my house burns down, if my neighbors would collect money for me or not. And then I didn't think about it anymore. When I was in Italy though, I never donated money. I was never exposed to someone collecting money for something. So I never donated money for anything. Volunteering and donating blood or hair, that was more common, but the donating money, not that much. When I came to the US, I noticed that here is more common. So I remember one of my neighbors had troubles for something and the whole neighborhood was collecting money, selling cakes, and they did things to collect money for this one person. Also here, for example, tipping the waitress or the waiter is very common. In Italy it's not as common. And then also here there are a lot of websites to fund certain organizations or to help a person or to support an artist, a YouTuber, etc. And I started being more comfortable with supporting economically other people, organizations and stuff like that. And then I started questioning myself if this was another difference between American society and Italian society. So I went on Instagram and I did a live stream, and it was super interesting because we started talking about it and we discussed, first of all, donating money to organizations for charity and stuff like that. So what we ended up with was that we think, from our experience, and again, maybe it's different in different parts of the country and stuff like that. Let me know in the comments also how it is in your country, but we concluded that in Italy, donating to charity is not as common because people are afraid that the money is not gonna really go to charity and stuff like that. So we started thinking about it, and I think here some people might be like diffident, but I think they just research, send emails, and then they donate anyway, okay? So maybe they choose carefully the organization, but the fear is never stopping them from donating. While in Italy, I think the fear stops them and people end up not donating at all. And then we also talk about artists, YouTubers or video makers, independent people, and how it was perceived donating money or supporting these people economically. We ended up with three main reasons why maybe Italians see this like a negative thing. So the first one was like, we thought that some people might think that artists or YouTubers are rich already, so they don't need anybody's money. But that is not true, because most artists and YouTubers, except for PewDiePie, they are not rich. And I think that's why there are all these pages like Patreon, stuff like that, in which people can support artists and YouTubers they like. The second thing was that some people think it's not fair to support YouTubers or artists because there are other people who are starving or something and they need their money. But that one sounded more like, if you donate to charity, you cannot support an artist or a YouTuber or whatever, and if you support a YouTuber or an artist, you cannot donate to charity. But these two things are separate, because I am a Patreon of YouTubers, musicians, and at the same time I donate to charity, so the two things are not related. They are not excluding one another. And then the third idea was that if an artist or a YouTuber or a video maker or whatever, an independent person that creates something you can use, if that person cannot support himself or herself economically, maybe they should do another job. However, this is also weird, because imagine we said that to all the artists in the world. Imagine somebody told that to your favorite singer or YouTuber, entertainer, video maker or whatever. Like, we would not have art at all. We wouldn't have furniture, we wouldn't have songs, we wouldn't have music, we wouldn't have Spotify, we wouldn't have phones, we wouldn't have apps, we wouldn't have games, we wouldn't have YouTube or YouTubers or entertainers or anything. We wouldn't have any of that. And I think art is so vital for my life, at least, and I think for the life of a lot of people. So I don't think encouraging artists, YouTubers, video makers to find another job, it's good for society in general. Also, since I started supporting economically charities, organizations and YouTubers, etc., I mean, it feels good. And I think it's good for society because, if you think about it, if an artist or a YouTuber becomes stable economically with our help or whatever, they can donate to charity and do charity work themselves. They can hire people, so create job opportunities for other people. They can help other people, and they can create more of that art that you like. So they can create more videos that you can watch, they can create more music, they can create more books or whatever they're doing. And this is why I am a patron of other people, because I want to support them. It feels good to support people. It feels good to be part of their journey. They create more stuff that I can use. So it's like a win-win situation for me. Also, I don't know if Patreon is famous worldwide because, for example, I think in Italy it's not that common because a lot of Italians were asking me during the live to explain what Patreon is. So really briefly, it's like a website in which there is an exchange between an artist, a YouTuber or whatever, and people who want to support that artist, YouTuber or whatever. So for example, there are other websites like, I think there is one called Coffee or something that you can donate $1 or whatever and offer a coffee to the artist or the YouTuber. Or for example, if you donate on Twitch, right? If you donate to me on Twitch, I cannot do anything to thank you except to thank you and tell you thank you, right? But Patreon is like an exchange. So there is like a reward system. So if you donate $1 or whatever, the YouTuber or the artist gives back something to you. It can be access to a newsletter or access to secret videos. Maybe they make videos for you or make songs for you, or you can participate to special giveaways. They can send you physical stuff sometimes. They can send you like pictures, stickers, printables, etc. So there is like an exchange. And for me, like offering one coffee or two coffees every month to support the artists or the YouTubers that I love is not like a big deal. I mean, it's not changing my life and doesn't prevent me from donating to charity or other stuff, right? So I hope I explained everything correctly. I think this topic was super interesting and I want to know your thoughts and your experience. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. If you think it's like a cultural difference or it's more like each family or each group of people is different, let me know, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye! Mwah!